can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's... down at the 15. And now Bruce Arians, with the play clock running low, is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get this up over the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there. Leave it within 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Akella Witherspoon. They were ball.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from...
Last week, they had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 33. Delta. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike, check 33. 33. Let's go. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On the return, Hester. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
2nd and 6. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, it's Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check, check, check. Squeeze. Squeeze. Get in there. Lock it.
2nd and 4. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. you're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick six.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Set to get this drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play its own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Love. And alley to run. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 8-3.
On first down, Love, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Throwing again. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know, there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake.
He's checking.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
And that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that showed a little bit of faith. Actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second and 5. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Love going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Looking to throw. Love buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Marlon Mack, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Kyrie Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
This one taken in by Hester. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. They'll set up a throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Second and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw. Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? It's time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. If you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Back to the air on second down. Love. Goes to the right side here. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
See that young dude play grab. Back at the chop, no straight rap. Big Fendi bag, no straight grab. Ain't for your head, no straight grab. Everybody know that I'm Gucci. Still in the hustle.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They got to go with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Let's go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete as well.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
56. Mike, 56.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looked.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first.
For all my niggas in the city. But this shit really for Queens, though. Really for Queens, though. You know? Let's see you train. Motivated by fame. Getting money regimen with my getting money shame. In the concrete jungle of queens trying to be kings. Into the money you sings by any means. That's a fish out of water, get in the fish. Yeah, life is the bitch. I blow a kiss at the water. In the city with niggas to leave your shit out of water. Yeah, news, disturbing news. Shout out to people that in their hand, thank the Lord he ain't dead. Was in the hole for months. Eyes ain't open up once. My niggas physically stressing the mess. He smoking this blunt. What could I say? I can't relate to that. This is city guys. I got a date with destiny. I'm running late for that. Hey kid, you gotta pay for that. The New York Times. The New York Times. Extra, we don't. Ain't no way you ain't. You ain't really in the game. Face them face on train. New York, on the F train. Took the express train. Get that local shit. My vocals sick, that's how success came. Once kings, now we pawns in the chess game. Wall Street got black slave blood stains. Rich names, we built this city. They never got scraps while they reparations for niggas in desperation. Fuck money, give my kid a real education. Blood money spills had a real revelation. Southside make you realize it's still segregation. They wanna preach, I'm just thinking out loud. Sometimes I wanna say the word and I be thinking about how my mother to lead my niggas to paradise. Imagine a world free from pain and we no longer still it now. Far from the crime, the blind leading the blind. We don't make the prime time till we die. The New York Times. The New York Times. The New York Times. Extra, extra, we don't. Ain't no way you ain't. That's all you ain't really in the game. Face them face on train. New York, you know how I go from salary fair plates to eating steaks. Roll and playing FIFA with Drake. Should've been in the States. Property of the takes. Now I'm plotting on profits and properties on the plate. That means properly in the grades. Show you how the head states in the gates. Talk a lot of shit, but they ain't been through it. I'd have been up in everything. Cars you never seen. Cities you never heard of. From the streets where they murder. Police observers till they reach the verdict. Kill them all. Fucking kill them all. If you can't send them to the pen, send them to the morgue. Send them to the morgue. Fucking send them to the shots through the dark, but they never know. Bitch nigga, take a pause on the shots through the dark. You can never hit the New York Times. The New York Times. The New York Times. Extra, extra, we don't.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go, baby.
Hope you know it's the logo, say HP the clock, got no safety, don't push me, I do it. When I push me, you think that I'm filthy, got too much to lose, nigga, don't make me lose it. I can't be trusting no. I got no safety, don't push me, I do it. When I push me, you think that I'm filthy, got too much to lose, nigga, don't make me lose it. I can't be trusting no. I got no safety, don't push me, I do it. You know? Ready for Queens, City.
A gamble goes off. They get the first.
Come out and look.
Fourth.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really
stupid. I came with a shooter, came with a Ruger. I just seen one of my bros on the news. I can't call him no more. He was sick while I do it. I'm in a big body, guns on my feet, and it look like we just hit a lick of the jeweler. Like a dope boy, I hop out of rooms. They taking my flows like I said they could use it. We got Yana, I'm pushing the thing. I know that they wanna see me in the building. Even rappers, we don't even think we see gang in the shows like they talk on my music.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
52 Mike right here over there, right? Charlie. Oh, here we go. Oh, go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. To throw on 3rd down. Love. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Love. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Love uncorks one for Davis. And that got incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Going down the middle. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested. And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time. And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now. I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid. Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays. Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well. On 4th down, Love. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better. Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Love. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
She was getting all the sticks, so I stayed beside her. We had the best time. She asked would I make more songs. I told her not till I see her help with more strength in the middle.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Love. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now they're hoping for a turnover. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. This would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They run it here with Gordon. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense is just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds a man with a crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT. Yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, and they add 2 more onto that, they fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
If you come searching for me, when the police pulled me over, I had 30 on me. The fuck I look like with less than 30 on me.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pull themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Check, squeeze. Kill, let's go.
To throw again, Love. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's going to let this one go deep. That will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wide open man, it's Rattler. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Flush. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Left side, and it's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Now Rocky lost the football. It's out. They pass up to 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 87 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up to kick the extra point.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Operating from the gun. Love. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and 3. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. Oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Broncos, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
jump if you want. I put it on my mama and the very last nerve. Ricky made off everything I deserve. The square root of a kilo is me, nigga. Square root of a kilo is me, nigga. Do the math from a motherfucking shit, nigga.
church and seek the truth, but you were hurt. If they real, then they real, my niggas deserve it. And we don't deal with weak squares in this 5 circle. We don't deal with weak squares. squares in the sky circle. Yeah, we Millie. It's Maybach music. I'm like, welcome to the power circle. I came a long way, I started with a potted circle. Click full of real niggas that'll probably murk you. Cause they about that murder game, you do a lot of verbal, a lot of talking, a lot of tweeting. Till you hear that chopper speaking. Kill my dog, I kill your dog, we tired of even I believe it. If you see it, then you got it, nigga, never give up. Cause if you grind it, you gon' be rich, you can look up. My cousin I told me never teach niggas to cook up. Cause you can sell them all for the low and give them the hook up. And still make a profit. Street down the hottest, and a nigga still modest. Understand honest. Back to the wall, never let them get behind us. Mac to my drought, sitting right at my designers. Looking up beside her, I dreamed it, woke up in pockets. There was comes at the counters, I eat them like honest. Put the shrimp over the pasta over the lobster, and the lobster over the table. Power circle, talking money, talking money, what you talking about? What you talking about? It's we the only thing to talk about. Look inside the eyes of the last week and survive. You won't last a week and outside. In the past, the tweaking, the fucking teeth in the buckets. The mind spent all day evening. You know, to breathe in the veins, they cry. No compromise. And so I walk alone with a cross and a diamond stone. I'm a diamond inside of the book that's too mighty for mighty goals. I might as well put up my killers and why I sell. Put my voice on this microphone, but you pussy niggas do well. Hell's fire, I live a lie and never grind. I know the riots, they running by us when we do crime. I know the Section 8 wanna discontinue my moms. When they heard that Ohio State gave me 30 racks in July. Oh Lord, this can't be life. No, it can't be life. When the day breaks and you heard them stripes and you learned that strike from upstate will adjourn that life and confirm that life. It's good things for the water that might get reported and right. Them no fake reported tonight. A reporter replied, the death rate will eventually climb. So eventually I for the track race when it don't before time. It's like that resigned to a slow pace to claim in this line. It's been that I'm right. No more fake, no more realist to stride. I'm a billion and five, you a billion, cause I'm living in the sky. And I live on cloud nine, and I recognize my name is Coach 9. But I'm finishing my shine. I'm a people here hurts you. Life in the bounds,
regardless how it goes down, it goes on, am I right? Tried to warn you niggas. I tried to warn you niggas. It's too late now. Double MG. Too much cake. Too much power. Too much respect. Bow down.
Maybach music.
you wanna take your face